Hey, 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 it's Reina Shaunte back with another episode of 40 Days to Looking Younger. Did you miss me? Yes, I've been on a little hiatus. Had to recover from this weekend from seeing my girl Beyonce, okay, from her birthday weekend Renaissance tour. Come on, we was in there. It was amazing. So, anywho, you guys go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel right now. Even press the little bell for the notification so you know when I'm coming. Come on, get it done. Let's go. Do it. Do it for the girls. All right, thank you. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the Fupa. What is a Fupa, you ask? I think some of us know what a Fupa is. So when I was at the concert this weekend, Beyonce was there, you know, all my friends, all the girls, all the guys, everybody was there. And she said during one of her sets that she's thankful for her Fupa. And I was like, okay, girl, you better be thankful for your Fupa, because the way that she danced, the way that she sang, the way that she moved across this daggone stage, honey, after having 3 kids, wowzers. Like, she celebrated her 42nd birthday. She's in her 40s now. Come on. So for you to just have a Fupa, I'm saying, and to be doing world tours, superhuman, supernatural. So she was thankful for her Fupa. And I think that is super cute because a lot of us have a Fupa, have a little bag, little pouch right there that we deal with, right? And a lot of time it does come from having children, you know, or even just gaining a little weight. Look, it is what it is. A lot of people call it a food baby, you know, where you just got a little something just hanging low after you eat, or maybe even just, it's just there, and it's been there for a while. So I want to address, you know, we know that there is seasonal times of, you know, Thanksgiving is coming up, the holidays, Christmas is coming up, is when we start to eat heavily, and, you know, we start to put more clothes on so nobody's seeing what's underneath the sweaters, you know, and the boots and, you know, the scarves and all the good stuff, all the coats and things like that. But we do want to still, you know, look younger, because once we take the coat off, wherever we're going, we don't still want to be, you know, all bulky and trying to cover up what it is that, you know, could look nice if you take care of it, if you're intentional about it, right? So I wanted to talk about that and ways to get rid of, or at least minimize, the Fupa, all right? Because, hey, we all have it, right? Or we've all had to deal with it. And these are some ways that you can deal with it, okay? First of all, I think we all know, number one is we have to stop eating certain foods, right? We have to stop eating the foods that bloat us, basically. And a lot of us know that there are foods that as soon as we eat it, we get bloated, right? That might be carbs, you know, it's fried foods, you know, French fries is one of my favorites. And I know that once I eat some French fries, I'm gonna be a little bloated for a little while, you know, but the thing is that when you know better, you should do better. A lot of us don't, me included. But yeah, so there are things that we can stop doing first so that we can move towards, you know, doing the positive things, the good things for our bodies. And so that we don't have that little extra baggage going across our front area, our bodies, right? Okay, so let's cut back on the junk food. And for me, it's potato chips. Like, potato chips, I mean, I'm a potato girl. It must be, because I love French fries. I love potato chips. I mean, like, love them. I can eat potato chips every day. But I know that that's something that, you know, these processed foods are not good for me. These processed foods are sitting on the shelf. Why? Because they last a long time. And guess what? When you eat them, they're going to last a long time in your body, in your stomach. It's just going to sit there until you can get it out some kind of way. And that can be the problem. Mainly the problem is that it's not moving out of your body, these processed foods, these fried foods. So that goes to my next point. The fall season is a great time to do a detox. And right now, I told you guys that I do yoga. I'm with my yoga group, and we're going through a detox season right now in our session, where we are doing things to detox our bodies. We're getting out those impurities, those toxins, you know, the waste that's been sitting there for a while. I mean, we all know that this waste can be sitting in there for months, for years, you know, that is not healthy, and it doesn't look good, right? It doesn't look good because it's not cute, right? So we're doing this detox where we drink the tea, and we're doing this Dietary mix. So really you just kind of minimize a lot of the foods, period, that you eat. So it's sort of like a fasting time. You're just backing away from a lot of the foods that you usually eat, and you're eating like this seasoned rice mixture along with this tea. And I think it's coriander, cumin, and fennel. phenol, yes. So, and you mix those together. I have a tea mix that I bought already packaged. And so you just put that in some hot water and drink it. It's tea, but it's detoxifying. So it helps move things. It helps clean things right on out. All right. So that is a good way to start to like get rid of the bloats, get rid of this pouch, is to detoxify, because some people might think that it's gas, but sure, there is gas in there, but there's a lot of stuff up in there that's making it be gas. Gas is just air just trying to get around what you got stuck in there, you know? So what you got to do is get out what's stuck, okay? I know that sounds kind of gross, but it is what it is. Our body has to eliminate the things that we don't need, or becomes poison in our body. It's the cause of a lot of illnesses and diseases when we have this food just sitting inside of our intestines and our colon. It's just not healthy. So detoxing is a main way to get rid of that. There are other ways of detoxing. Listen, okay, I tried pretty much all of it, but detoxing is just getting it out. So you can use some laxatives. You know, that helps if you take that, you know, a couple days and just like allow your body to release. Let me tell you, once you like really allow your body to release the stuff that's been in there for a while, I'm telling you, it's going to feel so good. It's going to make you feel so much better, so light. You know, you'll be able to move better. You know, you'll just have a better attitude, a better mood, because you don't have just stuff just hanging on you. It's like the baggage. You just got to get rid of the baggage. Just let it go, okay? So yeah, you can use laxatives. You can use some detox teas. There's a lot of different options, but definitely detoxing is a #1 way for you to get rid of that fupa. All right. Next thing is exercise. You guys know I'm an exercise girl. I like to get my body moving. If I'm not doing something, I'm playing tennis or yoga or running on my treadmill, or, you know, but one of the ways to like really attack the fupa is doing sit-ups. Now, I'm currently now doing about, how many sit-ups? 2, 4, 6, 60 to 100 sit-ups a day, right? So I'm doing sit-ups every day, waking up in the morning, most mornings, getting up and I'm doing sit-ups. And sit-ups, crunches as well. Sit-ups and crunches are targeting that midsection, right? It's totally targeting that midsection. And really what exercise does is it gets things moving in your body, right? So it's helping with that detoxifying, you know, process. It is helping with that detoxifying process. When you're moving your body and your blood is moving and, you know, your body's pumping and you're sweating and it's moving things in your body and it's helping you evacuate. It's helping you eliminate things. So especially like an exercise that's targeting your midsection, like sit-ups, like crunches, those are very useful exercises to get rid of that fupa. If you don't feel that in your, right there in your section, like directly there in the fupa, you're doing something wrong. Okay. So I heard 60 to 100 might be a lot. It might be a lot for some people, but I heard at least if you do 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, 20 crunches a day, you can maintain a pretty decent, healthy body. Right. And you know, that could take what, 5 minutes, you know, 10 minutes. So I do a little bit more than that. Like I said, you know, I do a little bit more of that, but if you start to really focus on that area and do at least 20 sit-ups, 20 crunches a day, you will start to get rid of that area, because you're basically squeezing that area and telling that waste, whatever's in there, to get out, right? This is not your home. You cannot just hang out, you know? And maybe that's the thing. I think some of us get a little comfortable with our little fupas, you know, and it's okay, you know, something is all right, you know. We get to a place where sometimes it's like, it's too hard, you know, I'm okay with my body. I think it's cute. You know, I mean, some people, you know, may have a partner that enjoys holding on to their fupa. Who knows, you know, and so they're good. Hey, listen, if you want to keep your fupa, keep it, girl. You know, if it makes you feel good, it makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel happy, then do it. And that's what this is all about. It's about you being happy. But for those who feel like they'll be happier when they lose a fupa, this is for you, all right? So doing the sit-ups and those crunch-ups, crunch-ups. I like that, crunch-ups. Ooh, I should make up like a little exercise called crunch-ups. Okay, anyways, I digress. So doing those sit-ups and crunches will help you target that area. So focus on doing that at least 20 reps a day. Also, I have this utensil, this tool, which I should have brought it down, I guess. It's a rolling pin. And you guys remember like the rolling pins that like your grandmas and, you know, your great grandmas used to, you know, they used to bake. My My grandma didn't. My grandma didn't make no pies or anything like that. But you know, you remember the rolling pins that they used to have. Now, my grandma did make some, I think she used to make roti. My grandma on my dad's side, she used to make roti. Roti, you do have to roll it out, right? Sometimes you don't need a rolling pin. You can just kind of clap it out, right? But you guys remember the rolling pins that you used to roll out the dough, yeah? Rolling out the dough. Ooh, the dough sounds good. I like the dough, that kind of dough, that money dough. But you're rolling out the dough. Okay, I have a tool. It's a rolling pin that has ridges that you can roll out the stomach area. And it's actually for any area where you feel like it's cellulite or something like that. You can just kind of roll it out. You can roll out the cellulite. You can roll. So I use this to kind of roll out my stomach, you know, because sometimes I just feel like, you know, when I eat, like the food kind of gets stuck. I do. I feel like that. I feel like the food, I can feel the food like going down real slow. And I probably should just drink more water. But, and that'll be my next sip is drinking water. But I probably should drink more water, but I will literally just roll things out. And I feel like it helps with the process, right? So I roll it out, and you can roll out, you know, on your legs, on your thighs, on your butt, you know, it really helps with smoothing things out, right? It smooths things out. So the rolling pin is something that I use as a tool to kind of go right over my stomach area and go back and forth, because again, you're helping it. You're helping that process to move, right? So that's what you want to do. You just want to kind of target that area, roll it out if you can. It's on Amazon, you know, this little rolling pin that I have. And I've seen other utensils that people use to smooth out, you know, their body, their stomach. I've seen like fitness experts and things on TV. I think that's probably where I got the idea. I saw some fitness expert with the rolling pin, and she already had a flatter than flat stomach, right? She got a flatter than flat stomach, but she was saying that one of her secrets is using this rolling pin. So I was like, well, I'm gonna get it, you know? So, and I have a nice stomach. And so I was like, okay, you know, this must be doing the job. It must be, you know, so every now and then, especially when, like I said, I feel a little bloated, I feel like my food is just kind of stuck, I'll help it along the way. And I think it helps. I think it helps. Water. So that was going to be one of my main things. Guys, I already tell you, water is like the number one thing. You have to stay hydrated. You have to drink more than you eat. Really. Really, you have to drink more than you eat. And a lot of people, you know, are like, that's blasphemy. You're supposed to eat 3 times a day. And now they got people eating 6 times a day. You need to eat 6 times a day, so that your metabolism is going 6 times a day. That's a lot of eating. How much drinking are you doing? Because like I said, you know, when I'm eating, sometimes I feel like it's not flowing well. That means I'm not hydrated enough. I need to drink more. I need to drink. You need to drink more than you eat, right? You need to drink, because your body is how much? 70 to 80% of your whole makeup, and then it's all the other stuff is like 20%. Everything else is 20%. But 70 to 80% of your body is water. So we have to drink. We have to. And that will allow yourself to stay flowing, to stay moving, to get rid of the things that you don't need to have in your body. And again, water, again, I told you water is so good for your skin, for your hair, for everything. It's so good. Water, you know, you can also do natural juices. Those are the best things for you. Anything that's drying, anything that's too sugary, kind of stay away from. But if you can keep it as pure as just water, just do water, drink water. And I will say this, a lot of people, fit people do Perrier, like a carbonated water, a tonic. And so you can also do that, because I think, you know, some people like sodas and, you know, Cokes and Sprites. That stuff is strong for me. Whenever I try to take a sip of it, I'm like, ooh, child, that burned my chest. You know, but even ginger ale, I do ginger ale sometimes. That's like my favorite soda. If I'm going to do a soda, is ginger ale. But it is a whole lot of sugar that you don't need, right? But it is something about the carbonation of sodas, of tonics, that it does feel like it's kind of cleaning some things out, right? It's kind of cleaning some things out. So I really think that there's something to drinking these carbonated waters, these sparkling waters, you know? So you can get a lot of these all over the place. They got aisles and aisles of like sparkling waters, you know, all different flavors and things. But like I said, be careful of the sugar that it has in there. But I do think that there's something to weight loss and, you know, staying healthy, that you drink these sparkling waters, you know, because it does something. It kind of goes in there and just clear some things out, you know. Some things might be in there kind of sticky, them sticky ribs, or you know, them biscuits that's been holding on, you know, that rice that's been holding on for a while. I think that tonic, or you know, that sparkling water, that Perrier, might be the thing that kind of sizzle it away and get rid of it. So, you know, that's my theory. Ain't nobody told me that, but that's just what I think. One thing here, this is my last point that I do want to say. This isn't for everyone, okay? Getting rid of the Fupa But this is something that a lot of celebrities use. A lot of celebrities use cosmetic surgery, okay? This is just what it is, right? And regular people that got the money, all right? I have partook in, doing some things, some touch-ups on my body as well. But it is something to consider, especially if you really, really struggle with your weight. Having, go consult your doctor. Like I said, hey, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I am someone who is just a health enthusiast. I love staying healthy. I love looking good. I love just trying to help other people feel good and look good. So talk to your doctor if that is an option for you to consider having a mommy makeover is what they call them. Now, we have heard, in the past, there's some people that, we might have lost to cosmetic surgery, which it is a risk. It's a major risk because you are having surgery, and we all know that. And it is a way to change your life, because I know a lot of people that have had cosmetic surgery, whether it was, stapling their stomach or just getting a tummy tuck after their babies, just doing some things just to cinch the waist, whatever it might be, it literally changed their lives. They feel so much better about themselves, and they're confident, and they don't mind, wearing clothes that just, fit their bodies. They're not trying to hide their bodies because they have taken those measures where, it's an expense, it's a risk, but at the end of it, when it's all over, when you healed after months of, healing, it can be worth it. It can really be worth it to change your entire life, to make yourself feel good and be confident enough to go out there and get what it is that you want in life, So, and maybe just what you want is to feel good and to look good. And that is a way of doing that. A lot of people do that. So those are the things that I have. Look, you can take it or leave it. You can take it with a grain of salt. All the things that people say, you don't have to believe me. But I want to share some things that might help you if you're really trying to change your looks and look younger and feel good and feel younger and, possibly attract, someone special or just want to look good when you go to the beach and, you don't want to hide anything. You don't want to have a cover up all the time. It's, you just want to be confident. So those are the tips that I have for you today. And comment underneath. Tell me what it is that you think. Okay, listen. This is a back and forth conversation we can have, all right? You may not think that anything I said, maybe you think, the sparkling water, no, it's no good. Maybe you think, the surgery. Oh, I know she's not talking about surgery. Child, put it in the comments, all right? Let's go back and forth. Let's talk about it, all right? Sure. Maybe you think the detoxing, oh, that's too much. I don't know, but we can go back. We can talk about it. We can have a conversation about it. Let's do it, because I just want you guys to feel good, look good. Hey, the way that I do, because I feel like I'm living my best life right now, all right? Come on. All the ladies, come on, let's get in formation, all right? Like Miss Queen Beyonce, all right? All right, thank you guys so much for joining me for this episode. I will see you next time. Bye.